What's up, guys? Mikey in the building. I hope you guys had a great day today. I thought there was plenty of opportunity. I traded AUUD and CXAI. CXAI, I botched it. Still got a really good trade out of it, and then I went and got a couple more scalps out of it. But man, before I even CXAI, CXAI right now it's still at 650. I had 540s on this one, and I like to hold, but I don't know why I traded the liquidity trap a little bit different this time, and I tried to move my stop up, and then it stopped me out, and then swiped up right away. But I'll go over AUUD first. I thought this was a phenomenal one. This might squeeze. I don't know. This might try one more time, but off the book. The reason why I entered this too was off a previous 442 level. That was I kind of zoom out and show you guys. I always like to trade off VWAP. I think trading off VWAP on previous days is phenomenal. So the day it actually caught some volume over here down in 311. Previous day VWAP was around 442s, 440s. So that was the level I marked. Once this broke down over here, and then reclaimed, I waited, and this is what it looked like on the book. That was one of the moves I got. So here goes your 1007. Now, mind you, those candlesticks sometimes don't show up correctly, but this was an area right here going into that 1007 candle where there is tons of seller absorption and no more follow through. All right, as you can see right here on the book, they had a bigger offer, 23K. Once this sellers got absorbed up here, they kind of lightened it up, and then they had a sandwich. I like to call these sandwiches, where they have a bid and an offer. So I call that a nice sandwich. So again, I saw some more absorption, and this thing was not breaking down. Now, they sandwiched it again right here, which I thought was even better. All right, to me, this thing was getting really compact. It was getting tight. Once that happened right here, you can see how the aggressive market buyers were in control. This bid held up right here, this 30K bid. And after that, we started to take off, remove more liquidity, and just start to actually squeeze. All right, this was, I thought, was one of the best trades on this. This happened really quick. Mind you, on this one, they didn't have a lot of bid support after that big run up. So as fast as it went up, it's as fast as it came down, which is totally fine. I got a good scalp out of that with 10K shares. I did not sell all of it up here. I actually waited a little bit too long, and then proceeded to take the rest of my profits once I saw that there was no more follow through right there for the long side. Now, all this thing did was for multiple times. This is something really important too, guys. You guys use the book. You can see this. You can't see this on level 2 right away, but you'll be able to see, like, hey, we're consolidating over a previous area of interest. There was no bidders that came up. It would have been really nice to maybe see a potential bidder, start to walk this up and we start to squeeze out even more, but that didn't happen. Another way to utilize this is to understand where we're trading daily wise. This was a decent breakdown level right here that failed, and then this is exactly where we spiked into and then could not catch, right? So that was a good trade. Let's see, tried it again a couple more times, and then I actually started to leave it alone. I actually played this little flag right here. I actually got 5/10s, but I mean, this thing happened so fast where I scaled half, tried to hold a little bit too long, and again, 1146 on the book. All right. Let's go over. Again, same thing, right? So, nice bidder came in over here. Sellers got absorbed. There was no more follow through to the downside. And the nice bidder came over here. So I actually took this once I saw it's holding, and it was kind of flagging. Popped up and flagged. And the same exact thing happened on the book, where they did not have any follow through. And unfortunately, this happened so quick where, I only scaled a little bit, and then I wanted to see that 570 break, but there's just too much absorption up here for the buyer side, right? Buyers tried to remove some liquidity up here, and you can see that there's an offer restacked right here. They removed that liquidity, and there's just no more follow through, no more appetite. And then there was a lack of bid support. So as much as it swiped up another 50 cents, it came crashing right back down. All right. That's pretty much all I got for AUD. You know, really did want to see this go parabolic, but that did not happen. You can kind of see how the backside of this book too starts to stay in control. All right. CXAI. This one hurts so bad. So bad. I had 542s on this one. Right over here. Once I saw this area start to reclaim and not break down, to me, this is, you know, someone come over here removing this liquidity that tried to hold it down. Right here, 25,000 shares. This gets removed, does not break down, and now the book is thin. All right. So I re-added once I started to see this over here, and I held, scaled some over here in the 580s, and then even in the 6, and then got stopped out right here. That was unfortunate because as soon as it stopped me out, you know, as soon as it stopped me out, they go ahead and swiped it right back up. This is a great, you know, I really should have re-entered on this one, but I started looking at so many other things and got sidetracked, so that didn't really help me, right? If I would have just stuck on this one, this would have been a great re-add. I like to add in areas of this when I see some seller absorption and no more follow through, and then there's a lack of selling going on, and then you know, buyers step up, literally swipe this thing all the way back up, consolidate for a little above 6, and then started to take out. Liquidity trap. All right, CXAI. Actually, not for nothing, played a little 5-minute flag down here, which was kind of cool, but, you know, held for, you know, a move on this one. Okay. Liquidity trap. I thought this one was great. If you guys see right here, 4-1. 4-1 VWAP. Let's go right now. Here we go. One VWAP was 540s. So that was, to me, an important key level from this day one move. And the fact that we were trading sideways on the daily, started to consolidate and then get back over that, I thought that was great. So this is where that flag was setting up. This is where it was holding. And then to me on the book, there was just a lot of like swipes, right? To me, when this was starting to set up over here, every time you did see some sellers, you see some seller exhaustion over here, and then again over here. You know, this should have swiped, but actually someone threw in a nice little 30K bid right there, which kind of helped it out. And you kind of see how these little bids spoofs right here kind of help price action and bring it to the next liquidity magnet right there at $6. To me, this is another area, and unfortunately, painful. This is where I got stopped out, and the reason why it actually frustrates me is because I had a 540 average, and I was like, oh, let me just take the rest of the win on the 30 cents, and now, you know, oh, look at that knife. Look at that, no support. All right, maybe I'm not too mad then. It's at 620 now. But regardless, these 660s with the 540 average would have been juice. But that's pretty much all I got today, guys. Locked it in. Had a pretty good day overall. I was trading these around like a 10K position size, so you know it did work. There were some other names that kind of went today. All right, there's so many setups happening, so I'm gonna make sure going into tomorrow and the rest of the week that I just focus on a couple. Because what I was doing was putting my hand into multiple ones, and then it's like, all right, well, you know, I can only go so hard when the focus is starting to get scattered, right? I like to really look at how they're price auctioning a couple names at a time, rather than like grabbing like 3-4 names and then cutting one, adding one, and then, you know, it was kind of crazy. So I'm gonna make sure that I do that tomorrow. All right, guys. Much love. Peace out, Mikey.